John Adams and the XYZ Affair. John Adams, the second President of the United States, faced a major problem with France known as the XYZ Affair during his presidency. France and Britain were engaged in frequent conflicts, and the United States found itself caught in the middle. France requested assistance from the U.S. in the war, but President Adams preferred to remain neutral and not get involved. France became angry and started seizing American ships that were trading with Britain. Additionally, they refused to communicate with the newly appointed U.S. ambassador to France. In response, President Adams called a special meeting of Congress and urged them to prepare for a potential war with France. Simultaneously, he sent a delegation to France in an attempt to negotiate peace. However, upon arrival, the French demanded a significant bribe before engaging in any discussions. The Americans were taken aback and refused to comply, which greatly angered the American people towards France. This event became known as the XYZ Affair, named after John Adams refused to identify the French diplomats by their names and instead referred to them as X, Y, Z. It even resulted in an undeclared war with France called the Quasi-War. The XYZ Affair posed numerous challenges for President Adams. The American citizens were furious with France and desired to go to war. The Federalist Party, to which Adams belonged, exploited the XYZ Affair for their own benefit. They claimed that the French attempted to bribe the U.S. and emphasized the need for the U.S. to exhibit strength and retaliate. However, not everyone shared this perspective. The Democratic-Republican Party, led by Thomas Jefferson, believed that the Federalists were exploiting the XYZ Affair to gain more power and transform the U.S. into a monarchy. They advocated for peace with France and criticized Elbridge Gerry, one of the diplomats, for the mission's failure. The XYZ Affair caused a major division between the two political parties and resulted in a lot of arguing and fighting. Eventually, the Federalists, led by John Adams, passed two new laws called the Alien and Sedition Acts. The Alien Act made it more difficult for immigrants to become citizens, specifically to prevent French immigration. The Sedition Act restricted freedom of speech and stated that individuals could be arrested for publishing anything scandalous about the government. These actions angered many people, as they felt that their constitutional rights were being violated. In the election of 1800, Thomas Jefferson defeated John Adams primarily due to the unpopularity of the Alien and Sedition Acts. The XYZ Affair was a significant event in American history. It demonstrated how the United States had to address issues in other countries and how those issues impacted domestic politics. Additionally, it led to the enactment of the Alien and Sedition Acts, which limited the rights of individuals. Although the XYZ Affair was a challenging time for President Adams, it also showcased the United States' ability to assert itself and safeguard its interests. Thanks for watching.